This is a screen video going through the results from the Tennessee Electronic Library ACT English practice that you took about a week ago with me in the library lab. I'm already logged in to Tennessee Electronic Library. I've already selected test prep, and then you'll select college prep. From there, ACT obviously. You can see I'm already logged in. If you haven't logged in, you'll need to go ahead and log in to your Tennessee Electronic Library account. And once you do that, you can go over to My Center. And that's where all of your saved work is. All right, so here's English Practice Test 1 that you took in the library lab with me. Yours will say that yours was scored in November. I had actually opened up this ACT practice test to look at it in the summer, and then I didn't go back to it until I actually tried answering the questions with you guys. So I had used up a little bit of my allotted time on that day in July when I had looked at it, and I was really surprised at how nervous that made me, knowing that some of my time was already gone. The status is complete. The score is a 27. And now we're going to look at the score report. Okay, so here's the 27 again. And then the English section is broken down into 4 different sections: grammar, mechanics, rhetorical skills, and usage. The grammar, most of the grammar questions, in fact, the most frequent type of question on the ACT is a question about comma usage. And ACT loves to throw in extra commas and see if you know where to take them out. Mechanics, very similar to grammar, and then usage also, that's like grammar, subject, verb, agreement, your modifiers, if you understand when to use clauses. And then the section that USJ students and students from across the nation have the most trouble with, rhetorical skills. That's the part of the exam that requires you to slow down and really read and do some thinking about how the passage could be improved. So let's look at how I did on these different sections. On grammar, I had 24 questions. I got 23 correct. We'll look at that one in just a second and see why I missed that one. Mechanics, there were 12 questions. I got 12 correct. Rhetorical skills, 33 questions, 23 correct. And then usage, 6 questions, 6 correct. So I obviously don't need to work on the grammar, mechanics, and usage, but rhetorical skills could use some work. I decided to take this test the way I've heard USJ students tell me they've taken it. So my rhetorical skills grade, I guess you would say, reflects me guessing, making sometimes good guesses and sometimes poor guesses on the rhetorical skills passages. So let's look at the answers and the questions and see what I could have done better. Okay, obviously the ones with green check marks, I got correct. The questions with red X's, I missed. We'll go to these 3 right in a row where I really was not clicking well with the ACT. Okay, when you get them correct, you have a green box that tells you it was correct. And when you missed one, let's get to the one I missed, number 43. It's in red. It tells you it's incorrect, and then it notes the correct option. And it tells you why you missed it. This is the one grammar question that I missed. So it's asking which of the following changes, if any, should be applied to number 43. So here's question 43. Will the march of progress reduce the disparity between rich and poor, or simply repackage old problems in new containers? Well, that sounds like a really good sentence to me. But unfortunately, as I scrolled back up, which I know was an issue for many of you, the scrolling up and down, I hit that answer as opposed to the correct answer, no change. So, do I have a problem with grammar? No, I had a problem with careless errors there. Now let's go down to one of these that dealt with rhetorical skills. If the essay were revised to include a paragraph discussing social justice, it would most logically follow which paragraph? I never stopped to read all of the paragraphs, so I have no idea. So I took a guess. Now look at my time up here in the top right corner. I've already told you I'd used some of my time back in July, but I had quite a bit of time left to go through and read this entire paragraph and really think about this. I just did not use it. So that is one that I could have gone back and looked at a place where I could revise it and add social justice. But that would have required me to have stopped, slowed down, and done some thinking. And again, I've already told you that kind of like you, I became obsessed with the clock. We'll go ahead and look at what was the other one I missed? Number 45. Suppose the editor of a news magazine had assigned the writer to describe the historical development of capitalism and democracy up to the present day. Does the essay successfully fulfill this assignment? Again, I took a wild guess because I had just been going straight to the underlined passages. And as you saw in my school report, sometimes the wild guesses worked, but not to the point that I would have liked them to, because I could have easily probably read through those passages again with the time I had left and gone back and gotten some more answers correct. So once you've looked at your score report, which is going to be the only way this helps you with the actual ACT, and you determine what it is you're missing and why, then you could go back and look at the recommendations. There's a comprehensive tutorial. You could do a writing practice test. Most of the schools that USJ students apply to don't require the ACT plus writing. Or you can take English practice tests too and see if you do better on those skills. Thank you for watching this video.